Who's the dumbest criminal you've ever seen? For me, it's the guy who thought breaking into my house in broad daylight was a good idea. I begged my parents for a dog almost every single year when I was a kid. Every birthday, every Christmas, the answer was always the same. No. Too much responsibility, too much money, too much chaos. So the very first thing I did when I finally bought my own house was head straight to the shelter and adopt a pit bull. She was 10 months old, full of energy, and I named her Daisy. I pictured her being the perfect family protector, watching over my kids like some kind of loyal guardian. What I didn't picture was her chewing through 2 couches and an entire chair within the first month. I'll be honest, there were nights I thought I couldn't handle it and maybe I had made a mistake. But I stuck it out because deep down, I knew she was special. One morning proved me right. I stepped outside for just a minute to grab the mail. Daisy was locked in her crate. My kids were watching cartoons in the living room. Everything felt safe. But when I walked back inside, the front door was wide open. My heart dropped. Then Daisy came tearing past me, sprinting outside. She wasn't supposed to even be out of her crate. That's when I knew something was horribly wrong. I ran through the house calling for my kids and heard faint banging upstairs. They were locked in their bedroom from the outside. Whoever had been in my house had put them there. I dialed the police with shaking hands. When they showed up, they confirmed it was definitely a break-in. Whoever it was clearly didn't know my kids were home. They panicked, shoved them into their room, locked the door, and tried to rob me blind. Jewelry, electronics, even my laptop full of baby pictures. They had stuffed a bag with everything they could grab. But here's the thing. Daisy wasn't in her crate anymore. Somehow, this 10-month-old pit bull broke herself out, tracked down the intruder, and chased him right back out the same window he had broken to get in. And she didn't let him go quietly. She lit into him with everything she had. The police caught him later that same day because he walked into the emergency room covered head to toe in bite marks. He literally told them he had been attacked by a pit bull during a break-in. They didn't even need fingerprints. So yes, Daisy destroyed my couches. She chewed through my chair. She drove me crazy those first few months. But that same dog I once thought about giving up ended up saving my kids, protecting our home, and exposing one of the dumbest criminals I have ever heard of. Best bad dog I have ever had.